Calling all Marvel and Black Panther fans, because we're about to tap into some theories and speculations about the upcoming movie. First, we'll discuss some theories about the new film. Next, we'll learn some confirmed details about the movie. Then we'll talk about how we may see a same-sex couple on screen. Afterwards, we see that Eternals has a tie into Black Panther 2. And we'll also touch on Letitia Wright and the speculation regarding her return to the movie. First, we're going to start off with some theories surrounding Black Panther 2. Now, one of the biggest fan theories is if Eric Killmonger will be back. We know Killmonger passed away at the end of the first movie, but could it be possible he makes a return? The only way it would be possible is if someone consumed the heart-shaped herb that T'Challa drank and was then able to visit all the previous Black Panthers in the astral plane world. And since Michael B. Jordan's character became Black Panther before he died, it's possible the fallen hero could return in the upcoming movie in astral form. If he does make an appearance, who would be the one to call on? And what would they have to gain by doing so? Another popular fan theory is about the villain we may see in the sequel. Many think it'll be Namor. In the Avengers Endgame, Okai had informed Black Widow that there was an undersea earthquake off the coast of Wakanda. Marvel connoisseurs have taken this information and ran with it. They believe that Wakanda will go to war with Atlantis. This would then mean that Namor would be the movie's main villain and set his grounds as a rival to the ruler of Wakanda. It's also rumored what the new movie's title would be before it was known. Some believe that it would be called Black Panther Lost Kingdom because they'll go to war with Atlantis, and Atlantis is known as the Lost World. That was short-lived when the title came out and it was established it would be called Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Another theory is that they will be geopolitical since they've gone public. At the end of the first film, T'Challa had addressed the United Nations once Wakanda had admitted that they were an advanced nation that had high-grade technology and could help in case of a national crisis. Lastly, there's a theory that the new film will reveal the Fantastic Four group. It may be a bit far-fetched, but Marvel has held out 4 whole years to bring Black Panther 2, even though audiences are eager for the sequel. Now let's go over some confirmed things about Part 2. First and foremost, rest assured because Ryan Coogler is set to write and redirect this next movie. Even though Ryan has had a lot on his plate recently, such as having a hand in producing as well as co-writing the new Space Jam. Next, know that we'll get to see more about how T'Challa grew as a king. We know his reign began when he was an adult, but according to the comics, he's been a king since his childhood. Also in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we've adjusting to the role still. Producer Ryan Coogler stated he wanted to continue to tap into that angle of his character in Black Panther. So when can we expect to see it hit theaters? Mark your calendars for November 11th, because that's when it'll debut on screen. This will be involved in the Phase 5 of the MCU. Phase 4 ends with the new upcoming Thor film. In addition to confirmed details, it said most of the original cast will be meeting together on screen once again. 3 lead actors have signed on to return, and those are Letitia Wright, who plays T'Challa's sister, Shuri. The next one is Denai, who plays Okoye. And then there's Martin Freeman, who portrays the government suit Everett Ross. So what kind of backstory on T'Challa's childhood could we hope to see in the new film? And also, what other cast members could we see return to screen? We also look at the story with some bittersweet knowledge about the passing of Chadwick Boseman, so that raises many questions as to how the story will shift. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll come to reveal more in just a brief bit. Next, we come to learn of a potential same-sex couple in the new film. A new circulation rumor is that a key character from Black Panther will return and enter a same-sex relationship. An industry source man named Daniel Reichman stated, "Will a same-sex relationship with another Dora Milaje in the film?" So that has fans putting 2 and 2 together on who the pair could be. We know Okoye was introduced in the first Black Panther film as the leader of the Dora Milaje, which is an all-female royal guard who portray Wakanda's most skilled and not to mention most loyal warriors. Romance between Dora Milaje isn't exactly unheard of in the comics. In fact, Ta-Nehisi Coates' take on Black Panther cast a spotlight over 2 former members who became lovers. Oyo and Aneka were the 2 who became intimate. This pair made a name for themselves even outside of Dora. Now, Marvel hasn't always been the best with portraying LGBT LGBT plus characters. Could this new film change that? It's also been confirmed that Michaela Coel is set to play Anika, who acted as the former captain of Dora. Anika and Oyo both become a duo known as the Midnight Angels, and that leads them to being lovers. Kasumba confirmed that a clip from the first movie referenced her character's sexuality, but that thought was abandoned because in the comics it's Oyo and Okoye. So what two characters will return to the big screen as lovers? We know it's Dora Milaje's personnel, so right now it's up to fans who are playing the match game. Many love the idea of a same-sex couple in the MCU, and to think it'll be refreshing, especially in this day and age. Up next, we learn why it's teased that Eternals may tie into Black Panther. It's said that Eternals will have repercussions with the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Casey Walsh has made remarks in regards to Zhao's comment, saying some of those said repercussions will come to light in the new film. Now, this isn't the first or the last time fans speculated about the fact that Eternals and Wakanda Forever will somehow be connected. It's implied Eternals set up Namor's role in the new Black Panther. In November of 2020, Hollywood Reporter said that actor Tenoch Huerta would be joining the cast as Namor, the Prince of Atlantis. His character is a rival to T'Challa and enemy to Wakanda according to the comics. There's a shot of a landmass falling into a whirlpool shown in the Eternals trailer. That has made fans believe it was the emerging of Namor and what could play out between him and Wakanda. So could that mean that Atlantis is going to be destroyed in Eternals? Or could it be destruction that was caused by various land battles that result in Namor attacking the surface? Either way, it seems that this villain and Wakanda would have an interesting battle that many are invested in. Lastly, we learn that Letitia Wright may not be returning and what could happen if she doesn't. Back in November, we know Letitia was pulled from shooting scenes in order to recover from an onset injury. It's said the 28-year-old actress is still recovering, and rumors are starting to speculate on whether she'll be allowed back into the States to finish filming. Early December, it was mandated by the CDC that all non-immigrants and non-US citizens who are flying to America must show proof of their vaccinations. Letitia has expressed how she doesn't wish to get the vaccine, and that sparked rumors saying filming could continue without her. Amongst the speculation, it was stated by a third party she would return once again to the set late January. But on the off chance she isn't able to return to filming, let's explore the possibilities on what could come next. If she isn't able to return, it's been said that the role of T'Challa could be recast. Fans took to Twitter with the hashtag recast T'Challa. Many voiced their opinions whether they thought it was a good or bad idea. The whole idea has been really controversial, and it's unlikely we'll see that in their plans. Another possible outcome could be that the role for Shuri would simply be recast, and switching the roles wouldn't call much attention because they've seen switches like this take place in the MCU before, so it's quite common. It's really all up in the air what will happen as well as what Letitia chooses to do, but many fear her safety as well as the very fate of her character. Well, Black Panther fans, there you have it. Let us know what you think, and stay tuned to catch Black Panther on the big screen later this year.